Hey guys, welcome to Permission to Hustle. Thanks for listening to our podcast. So today I am talking about the Rolling Stones and Permission to Hustle. How the heck am I bridging these two topics together? Well, let me kick off with this. Last night I went with She Speaks to the Rolling Stones concert in New Jersey at the MetLife Stadium. It was awesome. It was just simply one of the coolest experiences I've probably ever had on the music side of who I am in my entire life. Now, I'm a music lover. I actually have grown up. My parents were big music fans growing up. So there was always a record playing. Remember records? If anybody's too young to remember records, I remember when I'm 41, so I'm going to age myself right now, but my parents had record players and Rolling Stones and Bob Dylan. Those were always playing in my house, those two records. So the Rolling Stones and Satisfaction was just beating throughout my house as a child. I really do have such great memories of that song and my parents laughing and dancing and singing along. And it just really, it's one of those things that just does bring me back. It's a nice way to kind of just reminisce about something in your childhood. But being at the concert, it's not something, I'm going to be honest with you. I love going to concerts and having fun and new experiences. And I have my bucket list items, right? Now, the Rolling Stones, to be honest with you, it's been something in my mind that I never, ever actually thought would happen, that I never even placed it on a bucket list. I'm just being honest with you. It never in my dreams or in my wildest imagination would I think that I'd be able to go to one of their concerts. My parents went to one at Fenway Park years ago, and they had just had the best time ever. Rolling Stones knows how to put on a concert. But here's the thing that it blows me away. So last night, Mick Jagger went on stage at 9:15, stayed on until 11:15, really honestly didn't take a break. He was missing for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, just getting a quick change, probably a drink of water, someone toweling him down because he was sweating like crazy. He danced, he sang, he just commanded the crowd. He was back and forth. He entertained and engaged for literally 120 minutes straight. And he is 74 years old. Let me say that again. Mick Jagger is 74 years old and put on a concert last night for 2 hours nonstop to pretty much a sold out crowd at the MetLife Stadium. Now, my dad is 71 and my mother is 67, and I'm worried about them watching my kids for 2 hours while my husband and I go to dinner. The fact that Mick Jagger is just running around on stage and going city to city too. This is not just a one and done, wash your hands, great night. This is now he's going to be going to obviously other cities. He's going to be doing more of these concerts. So I sat there, and this is how I'm bridging together the Rolling Stones and Permission to Hustle. Here I am, a 41-year-old woman, and I love what I do. I have 5 kids, and I'm married, and I have a house and a family and a life and friends and all that. And I'm not a big complainer. Anyone that knows me knows that, I would hope, my God, I'm saying that, but I really hope. I'm not a complainer. You're not going to sit down with me, and you're not going to hear just tons of complaints coming out of my mouth. I'm a pretty positive person. Glass is always half full. The sun's always going to rise tomorrow. That's just how I've always been my entire life. But here's the thing. I definitely have trouble sometimes managing the busyness of my life. I definitely have trouble sometimes kind of balancing the 5 kids, the work, the summer, the vacations. Oh my goodness, I'm the breadwinner of my family, which really does just lay on a whole other slew of responsibilities and stress. But on top of all that, there are times that I just love to use the quote unquote excuse. Well, I have 5 kids. I have my own business. And I looked at Mick Jagger last night and I thought to myself, okay, granted, he's a millionaire, many times over. And granted, he's been, a famous in his entire life and probably, has obviously chefs and drivers and you name it, houses all over the world. I know all that. But at the end of the day, you can have all that, but not have the grit and determination and the drive to go out and keep working, to keep bettering yourself, to keep putting yourself in positions to be in the spotlight, to do what you love, to keep pushing yourself. There's something really amazing about being in the position where you don't have to do it anymore and you still do it. That is pretty amazing. That to me is the ultimate hustle dream. I don't have to do this hustle, but I want to do this hustle because I'm still right now in the pocket of my life where I have to do this hustle. I love to do this hustle, but I have to do this hustle. I don't have anything else to fall back on. I don't have a rich spouse to fall back on. I don't have like a rich family to fall back on. I don't have another job to fall back on. I don't have the luxury to fall back on anything. So I'm lucky in that I love what I do, but it's also a necessity to do what I do. But I look at someone like Mick Jagger last night, who's 74 years old, and I think Keith Richards is 74 years old too. I mean, the whole entire band. I mean, I feel like Mick Jagger might be maybe the youngest of all of them. I am not up on my Rolling Stones trivia, but I definitely know that they've got to all be around the same age. And I'm going to tell you right now, to see him up on stage dancing and singing and commanding that stage, rocking an audience for 2 hours straight, sweating like crazy. I mean, I know it can't be easy. I know that you got a lot of planning that goes into it. He just had surgery. Let me add another layer of another degree of difficulty, let me put it that way, to this entire equation. And still, the man rises and delivers. And for me, it was a great lesson where on the days that I'm feeling down and the days that I'm feeling overwhelmed, the days that I'm feeling stressed, I'm going to put on the Rolling Stones. I'm literally going to be Mick Jagger. I'm honest to God, I'm not even laughing when I say this. In my head, I'm going to be Mick. Be like Mick. That's going to be my new mantra. Because Mick Jagger gets up and does it. Mick Jagger gets up and delivers. Mick Jagger doesn't let the audience, his fans, down. He gets up there and he does it. And it's his hustle and it's his passion and his love and it's his business and it's what he does. And he's built a team around him to help him get there. And maybe that's your dream. Maybe that's the ultimate dream for all of us, is you have to build a team that supports you and surrounds you and gets you. But I'll tell you what, the next time you're having a difficult moment, I want you to put on some Rolling Stones, whatever song you want. Satisfaction is probably going to be the one that I put on. But I'll tell you right now, I want you to remember Mick. Go to YouTube, search Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones 2019 concert. Get an idea of what he looks like running around the stage. That is what I want you to remember when you're on your toughest days. And I want you to push through it. Because you know what? As tough as it is, we need to push through it. You can't let the bad days get you down. You can't let the bad days take you out. You can't let the bad days dictate your future. And it's not always easy to get yourself back up. Lord knows it's not always easy. And a lot of the times it's like your test, right? Am I going to rise or am I going to fall? But I want you to remember Mick Jagger, and I want you to remember that you can do it. If a 74-year-old man can run around a stage and sing and dance and get everybody on their feet dancing of all ages, then we can get through our to-do lists and we can take small steps every single day to get ourselves where we need to be. That I can guarantee you and promise you, we can do that. So I want you to remember this podcast, Permission to Hustle podcast. It's not a long one, but it's a Rolling Stones one, like a rolling stone. So thanks for listening to this quick little podcast, Permission to Hustle. You guys know we like to do short ones, so you can get on to the other ones as well. Definitely check out our other episodes. We have over 80 of them already that we've shot and right in our queue. Make sure you head over to our Facebook page, Permission to Hustle. We love to have you over there. Check us out on Instagram too, Permission to Hustle. And remember, as always, keep giving yourself permission to hustle.